Hi, some tips and tricks on how to change air filters on a 211 Mercedes with the om642 diesel 3V6 engine. There's the engine with the air filters removed. You can sort of see that the air filters sit into these two little rubber grommets down in there on each side, and there is two mounting holes for bolts that hold them in. This is that's that side. This is that side that just came out. You can see that the rear bolt sort of likes to hang in there, and the front bolt does come out. Like has been sort of said on the web a few times, you sort of pull it out a little bit from the engine and then sort of wiggle it straight up after you've disconnected this air hose. Now I found it easiest to disconnect there. Didn't really want to come apart there, but it did sort of just pull apart at this I just sort of lever it up and you just sort of bend it out the way. It's relatively flexible. This goes in there, you know what's going on there. Oh, and I've just pulled off the PCV, or crankcase ventilation thing, whatever you call it. That hose goes over there. Other side's pretty much the same, with two rubber grommets, 1 and 2, and two mounting bolts, 1 and 2. There is a third little sensor that goes in the top of this air filter there, and again, sort of pull off, oh geez, you can't see that real well, sort of pull off this hose, sort of reef it up from the bottom. This is a right-hand drive car, so it might be a little bit different for you lefties. Yeah, right. This one was a bit trickier. It didn't really want to come out. I think I had to wiggle it around this little bracket and sort of put my hand down the back and sort of push it out and pull it around. Sort of went and come to a stop. Yes, you do have to pull off the engine cover, and then you have to pull off this Y piece with 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then there's the sensor on the, I think that's the heater for the PCV, for the crankcase ventilation, and then there's the two air filter temperature or whatever sensors they are, probably pressure, who knows what they are. They have a little clip that you push in from both sides, so you've got to sort of get in there, use a screwdriver if you have to, be gentle obviously. This guy here, you had to sort of get a screwdriver, he sits like that, right? You had to get a screwdriver into underneath where my thumb is and sort of prise that grey bit up, and then it'd sort of push in and pull straight out, and he came out alright. And this guy was just push that middle black bit in, that bit there, push that in and sort of pull him off the top of the air filter housing. I'll show you the air filter housing that he came out of. Oh yeah, that's my filter that came out. Who knows how many kilometers it had. Pretty good on the inside, but yeah, there's lots of crud and stuff in there. She's yeah, bye. That's what the left hand side air filter looks like. And there's that little sensor on the top, you can see him there. So that's where I'm at. For anyone that's interested, here is the Mercedes part number. Ugh. Obviously starts with the 642. That's the Mercedes part number for the genuine filter, although it's got man written on it. And here is the part number of a Westfield that I'm getting as a replacement. Let's just open him up and show that he's somewhat similar. Oh, look at that. They're pretty similar. Yeah, there we go. That's alright. It'll do nicely. And here's an awful lot cleaner. Why they stick this thing underneath here? What am I supposed to do? Oh, it's a warranty. Free of defects. Wow. Excellent. Yeah. hopefully, oh yeah, one of my little rubber grommets was busted down in the bottom there. He was torn up like this. So unknown, I don't know, I might go and fabricable a new one. Maybe even be able to print that, who knows. Yeah, oh, the tools that I used, there we go, that's probably useful for you. I used a 7mm socket, hex socket, to undo these little bolts. And then everything else was this Torx E10, an E10 external Torx, female Torx, whatever you want to call it. And then these bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, were a T25. You can use a Allen key or a little insert bit. Yeah. Hopefully that is. Oh, I probably should show you how they sit in there. There we go. That's it sitting in. It can only go one way. It's pretty idiot proof, which is good. And that's it. Enjoy.